That is literally the funniest thing ever.
And then Welcome to the Green Country Sports Network live broadcast of the Tahlequah Lady Tigers versus the Glenpool Lady Warriors, and we are in for a matchup tonight. Can you hear? Glenpool lost to Durant earlier this week in a very close matchup, and so welcome. Can you hear it? I can hear you now. Okay. Yeah, perfect. So Glenpool lost to Durant earlier this week in a very contested matchup. They played Tahlequah very close at home. 56-51 was that score. Tahlequah ultimately falling in the final minutes, or final few seconds really of the game, as they went to the free throw line and lost. Tahlequah here on a 3-game, this is the third game this week, having 2 in a row wins against very tough opponents. So the question in our minds tonight, Glenpool has fresher legs. They're at home. Tahlequah's coming off of 2 games where they bang, 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 bang. Will they be able to upset a very tough Glenpool team at home, led by Tyra McKinney and Yaya Gibson? So a matchup that was renewed. Has been a few years where they hadn't played each other, but these teams know each other quite well, have been playing against each other really since 7th grade, and then Tahlequah, Glenpool dropped down a class, and then they came back, and so that's why we see them again. So a little renewed rivalry, if you will. The boys, if you stay tuned, the boys game had Tahlequah got away with a win there, and so we really fully expect a close matchup in the boys game. Now, if you're just tuning in, there's a possibility that we may have to stop the stream at some point because the internet here is not working, so we're having a hotspot off the phones, and assuming the batteries stay charged, we're going to try to keep these batteries charged, but there'll be a time we may have to switch Wi-Fi. So if we do, we will repost the stream for everyone.
It'll be listed as probably like, well, I didn't label this one girls, but I'll probably label the next one boys if we have to switch it up. It'll probably say like Tahlequah versus Glenpool boys, and then that will be the new stream.
So we'll do our best to try to keep everyone informed of that. So Tahlequah got 2 good district wins this week, and they feel a lot more confident. And last night at home against East Central, shooting the way we thought and knew that they could, and it was awesome for their confidence to see those balls going in the basket. They've been trying for that all season. Carson Gilbert with a career high of 34 points last night. Can she do it again tonight? We will see. Well, we are about ready to start. We're going to step away. Thank you for watching the Green Country Sports Network.
Lakin Adams, Jr.
Rayleigh McCarter, sophomore.
Mo Wilson, senior.
Carson Gilbert, senior.
Lauren Stevens, senior.
And welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. We are going to just step aside for 1 second while we honor our country with the playing of our national anthem.
We recently named All-State while representing local public schools.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so boldly we
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. I'm Ashley Stevens along with Dr. Kelly Calloway and Dr. Craig Wing. He is an honorary doctor tonight.
He called you Dr. Wing.
Dr. Craig Wing. So we are ready now to announce the starting lineups for your Tahlequah Lady Tigers. Junior guard, number 3, Lakin Adams. Senior guard, number 11, Carson Gilbert. Senior guard, number 22, Haley Mo Wilson. Senior forward, number 23, Lauren Stevens. Last but not least, sophomore forward, number 23, Rayleigh McCarter. Head coach David Qualls, assisted by Charles Knifechief. That is the starting lineups for your Tahlequah Lady Tigers.
We might buffer a little bit, if you can tell here. It's a little buffering, so people might say we're a little slow, just so you know.
Starting lineups, number 1, Emma Pringle. Number 2, Avery Allen. Number 3, Yaya Gibson. Number 5, Miski Proctor. And number 23, Tyra McKinney. And that is the starting lineup for the Glenpool Lady Warriors. Now, if you recall, during the first matchup, Rayleigh McCarter probably had the best game of her varsity career, scoring roughly 19 points or so in that matchup. Had a very good matchup down low as they were trying to, they focused on Lauren Stevens, and Rayleigh really stepped up in that matchup there. So we'll see what they have in store tonight as we are ready for tonight's action. Number 23, Tyra McKinney, tipping against number 23, Lauren Stevens.
It's flickering yellow and red.
There's a tip on the ground. Glenpool will start with possession. Quickly over to the left side, inside McKinney. Back out. Good ball movement. 3 ball. In and 1 for 1 from beyond the arc. Emma Pringle with the 3-pointer. Knocked out of bounds. Stays Tahlequah basketball. 7:39 to go here in the first. 3-0 Glenpool. Adams at the top of the key. Stevens looking inside, nothing doing there. Over to Adams. Staying in zone is Glenpool. Bounce pass over to Adams. Long skip pass to Gilbert. Gilbert attacks baseline, nothing doing, trapped. Out back to the top of Mo. Good one more pass. There's another pass to Gilbert. Gilbert's got a good look for 3. And off the top of the rim and off the backboard. No good. Will be Glenpool basketball. Seven minutes to go here in the first quarter. Right to the high post. Trying to go to McKinney, who got behind Stevens. Good pass right there to McKinney. They immediately go to the press, right to the middle, over to Gilbert. Long pass over to Mo Wilson. One more pass to Gilbert. Gilbert attacks. There's McCarter. Good job for Rayleigh McCarter. Nice assist by Carson Gilbert. 5-2, 6:20 here in the first.
Sorry, Rayleigh starting off like she did last time again.
And good job by McCarter to knock it loose, and then Adams comes up with the steal. Quickly in transition, there's McCarter, and blocked out of bounds, stays Tahlequah basketball. .609 here in the first, 5-2, Glenpool on top. Inbounds to Gilbert. Long pass to McCarter. Bounce pass to Gilbert. Doubling Stevens there. Good ball movement. Pull dribble. She'll be moving over, and they are. Just didn't get there in time. There she sees her to Stevens.
Nice
Little
pass.
jumper. Got it. Stevens for 2. Pulls within 1. 5-4. Good pass by McCarter to Stevens.
Lady Tigers patient there with their ball movement.
5:30 to go here in the first quarter. At the high post. And good job that Adams get a hand on it. Stevens fronting McKinney. Going to attack baseline, trying to force her. Good tip there by McCarter with her long arms right there. And Mo Wilson staying right there with Yaya. Nice back door. Trying to save it, and it's going to be, Adams nearly had it stolen. Dangerous pass. Baseline jumper, nothing but net, got it. 7-4 for Miski Proctor. .455 to go. Long, dangerous pass, too high. And just easy bucket there for Tyler McKinney as Adams tried to draw a charge. 9-4, Glenpool. And good take by McCarter. Over to Adams at the top of the key. McCarter at the baseline jumper. Can't get it to fall. Tipped out of bounds, should go Tahlequah basketball. Nope, they give it to Glenpool.
Looked like it went off the shoulder of the Glenpool.
I thought it did. I thought it went off the Glenpool shoulder, but the official's right there on it. So 4:20 to go, 9-4, 5-point lead for Glenpool. Nearly stolen by, and McCarter doing a good job, nearly forcing another turnover. And McKinney flashing. And that's good to help her, Carson Gilbert. Good job there by McCarter to run that down. That ball is punched out by Gilbert, coming to help Stevens, who went to get the free player there. So good defense there by Lady Tigers. Over to Adams. .344 to go. There's Stevens. Nice look to Gilbert. Too long. Rebound McKinney. And here comes Glenpool in transition. Good ball movement by the Tigers. Just couldn't get it to get there. And there's a 3-ball by Yaya Gibson. Her first 3 points of the night. It's 12-4 Glenpool. Mo Wilson. Stevens. Back to Adams. Mo Wilson for 3. Trying to answer. Couldn't get it to fall. McCarter comes up with a strong rebound. Adams for 3. Off the back of the glass. Counting. First State Bank, always open. Just kidding, they're only open bankers hours. 3:03 to go, 12-6 is the score. Glenpool on top. Long 3-ball attempt. Yep. See if
We'll
it's a
keep
30
it to
second.
30, I believe. We'll keep it here.
16-7, and those are tough right there.
Yeah, that was from a long distance out there.
Those are usually shots that you let them take, right? I mean, you don't really close out that far, and so, but with Yaya Gibson, when she gets hot, she can be dangerous.
She can. Want to give a special thanks to Tommy Nix Auto Group, one of our newer sponsors this year. Might have had to take a truck out to get to that girl from Tommy Nix to get to that three where she shot it from. She was shooting from the old Jackson Jones line. But thanks Tommy Nix Auto Group.
2:54 to go here in the first quarter. Tahlequah down 9 here. Gilbert going to bring the ball up, being guarded by Pringle. It looks like Glenpool has gone to a man, and there's the ice play they love. And Gilbert's fouled by Pringle. That's a B.J. Baker trial attorney foul, so that'll send Gilbert to the line, shooting 2. .241 here in the first quarter.
What was that noise?
That was a weird rattle coming from the
Oh,
student
is it over
section.
there? Okay.
And Gilbert
Must be what it is.
makes the first of 2.
Again, remind everyone it's a little spotty in here. Our internet is because the internet's it's an old gym.
Gilbert 2 for 2 at that trip to the line, makes it 16-9. Down 7 are the Lady Tigers. 2:35 remaining here in the first. Got the right wing, trying to get McKinney, nothing doing. Good pressure there by Mo Wilson. Nice take and nice finish. I even think Stevens got a hand on it. Gibson now with 8 points here in the first quarter. Gilbert with a nice three-ball attempt. Oh, didn't get the fall. And Glenpool with the rebound. Yaya Gibson. She's going to attack. No call for walk. Wild shot, rebound, Adams. Under 2 to go here in the first. Adams tries to throw it away. Tries to throw it. Has it knocked away by Yaya. Trying to get it to Mo Wilson. Out of bounds. Tahlequah basketball. Minute 54 here in the first. Tahlequah down 9, 18-9. Lady Tigers at the top of the key. In trouble. And knew that was coming. Lauren was being guarded by McKinney. And to stop that transition was good, but then they go all the way back out for 3-ball. But rebounded by Glenpool. Another 3-ball is going to be long off the glass. Stevens blocked out McKinney and allowed Adams to get that rebound. Good job there. Adams going to attack. Nope, kicks it out over to Gilbert. Disaster averted off of that possession. Good hustle back by the Tigers, play defense. Trying to get it to McKinney just a little too far. Trying to get it to McCarter, being guarded by McKinney and just too far out of bounds. So Tahlequah turns the ball over. Minute 5 here in the first. 18-9 is the score. Yaya at the top of the key over to Pringle. Skip pass. And McKinney for 2. I'd like to see Stevens get a little more aggressive there defensively to not give up so much ground as she's trying to work the post. Nice screen by Stevens to Gilbert for Gilbert to come free. Over to Adams. Adams being pressured by number 14, Cheyenne Hooks, 29, and again, too hard. They tried to run that play twice with the same result. 12.3 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Tahlequah going into a press. Stolen by McCarter, gets it to Adams. Adams with the layup opportunity, and I think she has it. 20-11, and that should be the end of the first quarter. Tahlequah down, 20-11. We'll be back. You're watching Green Country Sports Network.
That is literally the funniest thing ever.
I said.
It wasn't, but this guy could use a win. Even if it's not as big of a win as I get with free Kasasa Cash checking. Kasasa Cash pays me a really high rate and refunds ATM withdrawal fees nationwide. So I feel like a queen. Has a mega bank ever made you feel that way? Or is it more like this guy? Take back banking with Kasasa Cash.
Get Kasasa Cash at First State Bank.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. Start of the second quarter. Tahlequah Lady Tigers down by 9, 20-11. Tahlequah will start with the ball. Long dangerous pass, Gilbert, good ball movement. And McCarter for 2. Great ball movement, assist by Gilbert. And good vision there. 20-13, 7:30 to go here in the second quarter. And that ball goes out of bounds, knocked out of bounds by Tahlequah.
It won't recognize upload.
We can switch them at halftime.
Trying to get it inbounds. Over to the short corner. Going to attack. Kicks it out. Long 3 ball for 14. So chance right now for Tahlequah to try to close the gap here. Adams to Gilbert. Back to Adams. To McCarter in the middle. Carter to Stevens. Just too high for Stevens. She had her, but the attack. Kicks it over. 3 ball. Good look at the basket and got it. That's number 2. Avery Allen for 3. 23-13, 10-point lead now for Glenpool. Long pass to Gilbert. Gilbert attacks baseline. Blocked. Tipped out. And Yaya Gibson now with 10 points and a 12-point lead for Glenpool. Over to Adams. Mo to Stevens in the quarter. Adams, top of the key, left alone. Chance for 3. No good. Rebound Stevens. And she's got the rebound and the putback. Back to 10. Quickly is Glenpool. 6:10 to go here in the first half. 10-point advantage. Trying to go high post. Trying to go back door. Floater. Off the glass, no good. Yaya ends up with the rebound, trying to dribble it out, and does. 3 ball for number 14. No good. Stevens with the rebound. And she's fouled. Finally gets the foul. Niski Proctor with her first foul. Rayleigh McCarter will have a seat as Elena Stopp will come in. Checking back in the game for Glenpool is Tyra McKinney. 5:40 to go here in the first half. And the twist way up high. Over to Gilbert. Nice take by Gilbert. Stevens fighting for the rebound. And Gilbert somehow comes up with it. Nice hustle by Gilbert. Can't get the foul. Knocked out of bounds.
Sure looked like a foul.
And they're going to go out of bounds. Glenpool basketball. No, they're going to give Lauren Stevens with the foul. So, okay. 25-15, 5:10 to go here in the first half. Good job from Mo to work through that screen. And Stevens with the steal. Over to Adams. 2-on-2. Adams going to take it. She's going to be fouled. And so she'll go to the line, shooting 2 off that B.J. Baker trial attorney. Foul. Nice anticipation there by Stevens to get the steal. And then Adams trying to attack the basket and draws the foul. Makes the first of 2. Adams 2 for 2 with that trip to the line. 25-17, cutting the lead to 8. 4:55 to go here in the first quarter. Long 3 ball. Rebound Stevens. Trying to get it to Gilbert. Gilbert had started running down the court there. Stevens was trying to get it to her. So, high post, McKinney. 3 ball. Blocked. And missed by McKinney. What foul are they going to get there?
They're going to call Mo, I think, in down low, but it shouldn't have been.
They're going to get Elena Stopp. Elena Stopp with a foul. So Tyra McKinney will go to the line shooting 2. And that B.J. Baker trial attorney foul. And McKinney makes the first of 2.
14 will check in for the Lady Warriors.
Cheyenne Hooks will check back in the game for Glenpool. And McKinney makes both of them. Back to a 10-point lead for Glenpool. And knocked out of bounds by McKinney. McKinney saw that from the Glenpool Warrior logo and took off. She's that fast, and those long legs, she can cover a lot of ground. So those passes need to be crisp and fast and strong. Over to Adams. Adams throws it away.
Kind of holding her back there, but they didn't see it.
So trying to get it down low, but just too wild of a pass. 4:18 to go here in the first half, 27-17. Long skip pass. Bounce pass to McKinney, who's down low against Gilbert. McKinney now with 8. 29-17, 12-point lead now for Glenpool. Over to Gilbert. Gilbert trying to cross up, double dribble. So, I'm not sure. Unless she touched the ball with both hands right there because it was tipped.
It looked like it was tipped.
So, 3 ball off the rim, no good. Lena Stopp, who is a spot rebounder, comes down with it. Held ball, going to go to Glenpool. Tiger fans wanted a push on Elena Stopp. I don't think she just stumbled.
No, it didn't seem like it.
It was a shove of the back there. 3:20 to go here in the second quarter. Or the right wing. 3 ball. That should be a deal. Out of bounds.
That's what we were talking about one time.
Some officials will call it, some don't. But when it touches the top of the backboard, it's supposed to be blown dead. So, get it in at the last second to Gilbert. Gilbert to Moe, and back to Gilbert. 3:05 to go. No whistle. We got it right there. Lena pulls up for 3. Can't get it to fall. Rebound Glenpool. 2:50 to go. Pushing tempo.
Good defense.
Loses it. Good defense by Lakin. She took her head up, saw Lauren coming, and then she lost control of the ball.
Glenpool is hitting a lot of their threes, and the Lady Tigers can't seem to buy a 3.
Inbound to Moe. Back to Gilbert. 2:40 to go here in the first half. Short corner is Adams. Top of the key, Lena Stopp. Well, they're trying to get it down low and kind of forcing the issue just a little bit, and some bad passes. McKinney for 3. She can make them and does. 11 now for McKinney, 32-17 as Glenpool extending their lead. Timeout Tahlequah. We'll take it with them. You're watching Green Country Sports Network.
Ashley.
Sorry, we're having some internet difficulties here, so hopefully we're back and live. 32-17 with 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Floater by, stop, nothing but net for Elena Stopp.
And everybody, give me just a minute and I'll get the score and everything updated. I've just got to get some things done here.
32-19, a minute and a half to go here in the first half. Skip pass, nearly out of bounds. Inside to McKinney. Scoop. tipped over to McCarter for the rebound. Good defense there by Stevens. Tahlequah needs to put some points together here to close out the half. Elena stop over to Gilbert. Gilbert attacks baseline. Pulls it back out. Attacks once again. Long pass to Elena stop. And Elena just throws it back in as she's about to get the backcourt. And one. E.J. Baker trial attorney foul makes it 34-19. Glenpool. And Hooks will be at the line shooting the and one. No good. That rebound McKinney. And nearly stolen by McCarter. And there's McKinney for two. Good ball movement there. Ultimately, it was a 4-point play for Glenpool. That's backcourt. She hadn't established herself. Elena hadn't established herself on this side of the court, and so by her touching it makes it a backcourt violation. Just some patience there in our passing. So Mo Wilson go check in the ball game here. Tahlequah trying to keep this thing from getting out of hand, 36-19. 35 seconds remaining here in the first half. Brings it back out. Resetting. 15 seconds remaining in the half. Going to try to get the last shot here. Down to 10, 9, 8, 5. We can pull up 3. Got it. Wow. And that's the end of the first half. Glenpool with a 20-point lead, 39-19. We'll be back. You're watching Green Country Sports Network.
I'm David at Green Country Funeral Home, the only local funeral home in Tahlequah, owned by my wife Renita and myself. We're also proud to be the only funeral home in the area with an on-site crematory to meet the needs of our community, your families. Our family at Green Country Funeral Home works to assist and guide you through the many details of your family's final needs and wishes. Green Country Funeral Home. Well, we don't work for a corporation. We work for you.
Hey, I'm Ava Jordan, and you're watching Green Country Sports Network.
Big thanks to these local sponsors. First State Bank, Tahlequah.
Green Country Sports Network. Go Tigers!
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. A little halftime stats as we're about a minute and a half from the start of the second quarter. Tahlequah shooting 7 of 19 from the field. Lena Stop with 2. Adams with 7. Gilbert with 2. Stevens with 4. McCarter with 4. Rebounds a little bit lower thus far. Stop with 1. Adams with 3. Adams with 3. Gilbert with 1. Stevens with 3. McCarter with 1. 2 assists for Gilbert, 3 assists for McCarter. A steal for Adams and Stevens, and 2 for McCarter. Other side of the ball, Emma Pringle with 3, Avery Allen with 3, Yaya Gibson with 13, Cheyenne Hooks with 2, and Tyra McKinney also with 13.
It's got to be the name of the year,
Yaya Gibson. So they got McKinney with 15. So 15 points. So 6 of 13 beyond the arc for Glenpool, so 18 of their points provided beyond the arc. So again, teams tend to shoot the ball very well on us outside the arc. We'll see what matchups or what changes has been made by Coach here in the second half to see if the Tahlequah can overcome this 20-point deficit. Tahlequah will start with the ball here in the second half. Gilbert bring it down for the Lady Tigers. Over to Moe. Stevens, short corner. In trap. Over to Moe Wilson. Back to Stevens. She'll pull up, take it. Can't get it to fall. Tipped. Rebound McCarter. She'll go back up. Can't get it to fall. This time rebound McKinney. Three ball attempt. Off the back of the rim, no good. Long rebound for Glenpool. Another three ball attempt. No good. McCarter comes up with the rebound.
Maybe this rim will be like it was for Tahlequah. They'll start having a lid on it.
Long pass to Gilbert. Gilbert, good job to control herself and makes a good basket, 21-39. Off the two-point made basket by Carson Gilbert. 7:05 to go here in the third. Long skip pass. Stevens has to get out there on her. Nice spin move. Jumper, high arcing off the back of the rim, no good. McCarter comes down with it and throws it out to Gilbert. Thank goodness Gilbert saw it. Adams over to Gilbert. Gilbert pulls up for three. Needed it. Got it. Carson Gilbert now with a three-pointer here. She was looking for that. That's her first three-pointer of the game. So she needed her to get heated up.
After last night, I know she needed that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Great night last night and gets the first one here tonight. Another three-ball attempt. No good. Slot rebound for Glenpool. Jumper by McKinney. No good. And Mo Wilson trying to fight for a rebound. Knocks it out of bounds. Stays Glenpool basketball.
I think there's a lid on that basket.
Let's hope so.
Well, it was for Tahlequah.
Let's absolutely hope it remains that way. McKinney at the top key. She's going to drive.
She walked.
Good defense there by Stevens. She made her adjust the angle, and then she landed. So Glenpool will go into the press here. Over to Tyra. Rayleigh. Goodness sakes. Not sure why I'm calling her that. Gilbert being guarded over to Wilson. 5:55 to go here in the ballgame. 39-24. McCarter in the corner. Long skip pass to Mo Wilson. Over to Gilbert in the short corner. Gilbert's going to take it. Got it! Gilbert with 8 points in the third quarter alone. 27-39. 8-0 run to start the third. That's how you want to do it, Tahlequah. 5:30 to go here in the third quarter. Waiting on the high post. She's going to attack baseline. Nice stop and move. Rebound. Tyra McKinney.
She's tall.
Jumps over McCarter and gets it. Puts it back. 41-27, 5:20. Over McCarter. McCarter going to drive. Kicks it out, but has it stolen. Here comes Glenpool. McKinney left alone for three. Got it. Anna Pringle with another three-pointer. 44-27. Dangerous pass to Mo. Mo fights through the contact, gets over to Gilbert. Gilbert, she'll pull up, shoot. She can answer too. Gilbert's heated up here in the third quarter. All points attributed to Carson Gilbert. Good job there. 44-30, 4:35 to go here in the third. Blocked. They're going to get a foul. Nope. B.J. Baker trial attorney fouls. Who they're going to call it on? They call it on Carson Gilbert. Her first personal foul. Team's first foul here in the third quarter. 4:26 in the third. So McKinney will go to the line shooting two. Makes the first of two. McKinney's perfect tonight from the line.
Maybe that'll be that jinx, right?
Working on it, trying to. McKinney misses, rebound Stevens.
McKinney will go 1 for 2 in the line.
Over to Adams, and I guess the jinx worked.
This time it did.
Adams loses control there.
That's 2 steals in a row that number 12 has had on us in 2 consecutive possessions. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Number 1 did it last time.
Knocked out of bounds by...
There we go.
No, it goes Tahlequah basketball.
Going to a full court press. Ooh, good save.
Gilbert with some agility there. Over to Adams. Over here in the corner, and there's Stevens down, but had her open.
Missed her.
Gonna pull up for three. Got it. Adams for three. 45-33, 3:44 to go here in the third. Tahlequah trying to chip away at the lead. Lead is now 12. It was 20. Trying to get it into McKinney. Good defense. Kicks out top of the key. Shooter. Off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound, McCarter.
McCarter's had several good rebounds this second half.
Yeah, McCarter's doing a good job there, having to be strong on that. McCarter going to attack. Kicks it out to Mo Wilson. Mo, round horn goes. Gilbert resetting the offense. 3:10 to go in the third. Nope, it's not there. Over to Gilbert. And they're going to whistle number 1, Pringle, for B.J. Baker trial attorney foul.
Dylan Harper, please go to the concession stand. Dylan Harper, please go to the concession stand.
Inbound to Adams. 2:40 to go here in the third. Adams to right back to Gilbert, top of the key for three. Got it! Gilbert finding her rhythm here in the second half. Pulls within 9, 2:28. Good job. Oh, they're going to whistle Gilbert for a foul as she was trying to tip it away from McKinney. That's her second personal foul, second team foul here in the third quarter. 2:23 to go here in the third. Right there, skip out. Couldn't hold the pass very well. That's kind of slowed her down.
She's ready to shoot
inside
that.
of McKinney. Good defense there by Stevens. Rebound, Carson Gilbert. Good job there. Just take one possession at a time, get a stop, and then try to make it work on the other end. Adams to Gilbert. Mo has it stolen by McKinney. And good defense there by Lakin Adams on the block of McKinney. Stays Glenpool basketball. Yaya Gibson being guarded by Adams. Minute 45 to go here in the third. Yaya head fake. Got to honor it. Knocked out of the hands by Adams. Well, Adams steals it. And then has Yaya Gibson steals it from her. Floater off the glass, no good. And tip to Mo Wilson. Stevens to McCarter. Forces it to Adams. Adams got it. Timeout. Glenpool. That's a full timeout. We'll take it with us. You're watching Green Country Sports Network. Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. Dr. Kelly Calloway.
Yeah, so did you know, Ashley, it is tax season already and taxes have changed. For your biggest refund, you need taxes done right. Your local Tahlequah Jackson Hewitt will do your taxes for you starting at just $49. Book now at jacksonhewitt.com. New client exclusive for federal returns at participating locations. See terms at jacksonhewitt.com.
Glenpool called the full timeout, so they have the ball. Minute 3 to go. Checking in the game for the Lady Tigers is Elena Stop. Yaya Gibson over to the wing. They're trying to float it in. And good job. Oh, they're going to get McCarter with the foul. Carter shaking up there. Carter's first foul.
No, we just went to a timeout. We'll stay here, but we're going to go ahead, Ashley, and thank a couple more sponsors, such as Northeastern Health System.
I think she had a little Charlie horse there. I think she's okay.
Northeastern Health System is a newer sponsor this year, and hopefully she's okay and doesn't have to go there.
So McCarter will have to come out for a second since Bryce entered the floor.
He didn't slide.
No, he didn't slide.
We're a little upset that he didn't slide. I'm glad she's okay, though.
Mo Wilson will check in the ball game for McCarter.
I didn't really get to see what happened. I just saw that
McKinney makes the first of two.
McKinney is a good foul shooter.
Lead. Yeah, she's only missed one so far tonight. Very good for a free throw shooter. So good.
Darn it. So good.
47, 38, 51.
I did the wrong numbers. That's my bad. I put the score on the wrong one.
45 seconds remaining here in the third. Stevens, head fake. Pull up, jumper. Oh, off the back of the rim, no good. And I like to see that head fake right there. And she could have drove it a little bit further, but got her up and had a chance there. That's a good look. Just couldn't get the basket to go. Waiting for Yaya to clear around. Being guarded by Mo Wilson. They're staying right there with her. Kicks it out. Bounce pass into McKinney. Long skip pass for three. Off the front of the rim, no good. Out of bounds. Tahlequah basketball. 8.1 seconds to go here in the third. Glenpool in the press. Bo's got to go. 5 seconds. He's got Gilbert over here in the corner. Gilbert's got a chance to look. Let's see. Nope, too long.
Strong.
And that's the end of the third quarter. Tahlequah cut the lead to 9. We'll be back. You're watching Green Country Sports Network. Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network live broadcast. The Tahlequah Lady Tigers versus the Glenpool Lady Warriors. And, that's a big-time quarter for Tahlequah as they cut that lead. It was a 20-point lead at the half, and now it's 9. So gain of 11 for Tahlequah. So still fighting. They didn't give up, and that's how you want them to respond, right? That's how you want them to respond out of halftime. So here's the big quarter now. All or nothing here in the fourth quarter between Glenpool and Tahlequah. 47-38 is the score at the start of the fourth. Glenpool with the ball. Yaya Gibson. So Tahlequah inside the front and back. McKinney. Mo Wilson staying right there with her. Looks like they've gone like where Adams is on Yaya, Mo is on McKinney. And good rebound there by Stevens. Elena Stopp bringing the ball down for the Lady Tigers. Over to Mo Wilson. Hatter was a little late. Bounce pass over to Gilbert. Good defense here by Glenpool. They stay right there with him. Stevens needs to get out of the lane. She does. Adams going to drive the lane. And good take there by Lakin Adams as the Lady Tigers cleared the lane for them. 47-40, 6:45 to go here in the fourth. Chipping away at this lead. Mo staying right there with her, the Nat. Mo doing a great job down there, where so much the McKinney just basically had given up right there. And there's Mo Wilson, punch it out. Stevens with the steal. 6:10 to go, 47-40. Gilbert, she's going to attack. Nice take. Off the glass, got it. How about the Lady Tigers fighting back, 47-42. Timeout, Glenpool. What a start to the fourth quarter. We're going to stay here in that full timeout.
Yeah, wow. That's amazing going there. They're going so fast. Kind of like quick cash finance there. Get you some. I'm not good with the lead.
Hey, that's a great one. But you're talking about speed, quick cash finance.
Yeah, they will get you a loan same day within probably the same 10-15 minutes. Go by and see Mickey Guerrero.
Well, speaking of speed, Chris's Quick Lube. I mean, it's in his name, right? This guy right there, 10 minutes in and out with a great oil change. They do a great job down at Chris's Quick Lube. Long-time Tigers.
Yes.
But you got to slow it down a little bit.
And sit down in your recliner.
And sit down in your recliner to relax after being in such a hurry. Head on down to Baker's Furniture, where you'll find a good deal on everything from mattresses to couches to love chairs, love seats, whatever you call them, furniture. Been doing business a long time in Tahlequah, Baker's Furniture. Always appreciate all the support for Green Country Sports Network and Tahlequah Athletics.
We are very, very thankful, and you hear our sponsors a lot, but we're very, very thankful for them, and we couldn't do this without them. So
6:02, and I like the adjustment. We asked what adjustment was Kowal's going to make. The adjustment was, putting Mo on McKinney to front her and having backside help support. I like it thus far. Let's see if they stay with it. 5:55 remaining in this game. Yaya Gibson with the ball being guarded by Adams. And nearly stolen by Stopp. Trying to move the ball around. Adams stay with her. Oh, come on. Okay, ball. Tahlequah basketball. That could have gone, I thought that could have been a walking violation, traveling violation.
I was afraid they were going to call a foul just because.
They gave us the hell ball instead. 5:27 to go here in the fourth. Tahlequah 42. Glenpool 47. What was a 20-point lead, now only 5. Working off the screen. Mo Wilson in the short corner. Over to Elena. Lena had to pick up a dribble. Nice pass.
Wow.
Oh, couldn't finish. Man, that was about to be a highlight reel. 3-ball attempt. Can he get it? No, in and out. Rebound, Mo Wilson. Mo Wilson is fouled. Good job, Mo Wilson. And rising to the occasion is Haley Wilson, who we constantly talk about the contributions that Haley makes to this team. And that being,
we call it the trash work.
Well, like the trash stats,
not
right?
trying to call her trash.
No, it's the stats.
It's a compliment.
That they're not on the stat sheet, right? It's the little things that they do. Working off the screen, finding Gilbert, and there it is. And we have a player down. Whistle here. We're gonna stop this.
We'll keep it here. I think she collided with
there was
Carson and hit the floor, but Glenpool's wanting a foul, but I don't think it was because Carson.
No, it was a good clean screen. Carson was set. It's just good old-fashioned clean basketball, and I hate to see her hurt. Don't misinterpret anything and say I don't want a player to hurt.
Never.
But that was a clean play right there.
Yeah. Well, while we have a second and they're tending to her, Ashley
might need to go to Northeastern Health System.
Maybe so. I don't know. They don't have one here, do they?
Do they not?
I don't know, but if not, Tahlequah Lumber. Is there for all your lumber needs, and they've got just a little bit about everything, paint and different things. So go by and see them, Tahlequah Lumber.
Good to see she's coming off on her own power.
Shot. I mean, but it wasn't deliberate. It was just one of those things. She came around that Carson was going around to get that, and they collided. It was just plain and simple. Well, unless there was a screen I didn't see, and she collided. You know what I mean?
She's got to come out of the game for one play because they stopped play for her, so she's got to come out. But she's one of those players that, I mean, to keep her out of the game.
Is that her number 3?
Mm-hmm. That's Yaya Gibson, and she's a heck of a ball player.
Yeah, she from anywhere.
Absolute great ball player, and so she wants right back in this game full experience. She's already at the bench ready to sub back in. So 4:24 to go here in the game. 47-44. Tahlequah down by 3. Tyra McKinney at the top being guarded by Mo.
It'd be nice to get a steal right here.
Just taking their time, eating a lot of clock here. Trying to get the right opportunity here. Tahlequah's probably kind of content with this just a little bit. 3:40 to go now.
Especially when it, keeps their best player out for Glenpool right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So Tahlequah are going to have to probably do something at this point, not let them stall for a whole 3 minutes, though. Going to have to kind of force the issue, force something. Timeout, 30-second timeout, Glenpool. She was trying to get, they're trying to get Yaya Gibson back in the game.
Yeah, State Farm Laura Lunn has all kinds of options for insurance. I know that she insures just about everything Coach Wing has, and she'd love to help you out too, like a good neighbor. State Farm is there.
Tahlequah needs to force a couple of turnovers here and make them pay on the other end, and need to do it relatively quickly as Glenpool, really taking their time out here, not really being challenged,
right?
To do something, right? So
now that they've called the timeout, can Yaya come back in?
Yeah, Yaya's coming back in, and that's why he called the timeout to get her sub back in.
Get that for sure.
And so little chessery.
Is that a word?
It is now, right?
Sure.
3:20 to go here in the game. McKinney being guarded by Mo Wilson. And again, just taking their time as they do have.
This is where I like the shot clock, right? Of course, the other night when the Lady Tigers wrote it out, I didn't like the shot clock.
They can just do this as long as they want until the game's over if we're not going to get out here and pressure them.
Yeah, and especially we've still got,
I mean it's up to 2:45. At a certain point, we've got to commit to this, right?
We're going to have to get up on them and start playing hard defense, and then if it's a foul, it's a foul.
Yeah, I mean, this is just keep away right here. That's all this is keep away for 2.5. So.
I'm not sure. I guess this is what Coach wants because he isn't telling them to get up and press on them.
And there's a foul by Lakin Adams on the floor. 2:21 remaining here in the fourth. I believe that's Lakin's. That's her second personal foul, first team foul here in the fourth quarter.
That should be a charge.
They're going to say
she lowered her shoulder.
Foul's going to be whistled on Elena Stop. That's her second personal.
She lowered her shoulder into Elena.
2:12 remaining here in the ball
game. There we
go.
Now they're getting that on them.
Floater off the glass. No good. Strong rebound by Lauren Stevens. Gets it out to Elena Stop.
Oh, no.
That is absolutely a terrible call. Absolutely terrible call.
The girl was pushing her in the back. Lauren's trying to get around her.
Timeout, Tahlequah, full timeout.
Yeah,
we'll take them with it.
I'm surprised there.
I'll take a grande, no foam, triple cap, double pump vanilla latte with 3.5 ice cubes, slightly shaken, extra whip.
Yeah, that's going to be an upcharge.
Great! This one is on my Kasasa cashback checking account. Kasasa pays me cash back on everyday debit card purchases, plus refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. Go on, take back banking and treat yourself to monthly cash rewards.
Get Kasasa cashback at First State Bank.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network live broadcast of the Tahlequah Tigers versus the Glenpool Lady Warriors. 47-44, Tahlequah down by 3. 2 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter.
When they get Ashley Alludens here in a minute.
I will refrain. We are on air.
She can't move.
That should be in a travel.
Well, can she keep one foot moved or planted? I really don't know.
49-44 on the Tyra McKinney take. Another 44 to go here in the game. Over to Stevens. Over to Gilbert. Gilbert to Mo. Mo head fake. Stevens. Got it! Lauren Stevens for 2. Nice move. Back to 3.
I say pick them up half full court.
Stay right there. They got him trapped right there. How's Yaya delivered through all that? She's going to be fouled by Mo Wilson. That is the fourth team foul for the Lady Tigers. Lily Garcia checking into the game.
You almost said Lily Gibson.
I tell you, I don't even know why I do that. Next foul by Tahlequah puts Glenpool in the bonus. And good cross up there. Good attack, floater. No good. Need that rebound. Stevens with a big rebound, and she's fouled.
Oh no, is he?
Yeah, he got foul on 5.
Well, first I thought he was pointing at coach that he called a timeout.
Minute 8 seconds to go here in the game.
Here we go.
Layla McCarter going to check back in.
She hasn't been in a while, has she?
Offense, defensive transition.
Has she been in a while?
Yeah, she got shaken up as she's been on the bench. So also checking in the game for Glenpool, number 12. Minute 8 here, Tahlequah. Potentially a chance to tie on this possession with a 3 ball.
You don't have to have a 3.
No, there's plenty of time in this ball game.
There's the pick and roll.
She had it. Gilbert being pressured by Carter. Carter to Moe. On the floor, foul.
I think they're
30. Oh no foul. 30-second timeout. Tahlequah.
Okay, we'll keep it here.
46.2 seconds remaining in the game. It's 49-46. Tahlequah 1 foul away for the bonus. Glenpool needs 3 fouls to get into the bonus.
Two Sisters Financial, longtime sponsors of the Green Country Sports Network, and the Tahlequah Tigers, family full of Tahlequah Tigers. Thank you, Two Sisters Financial. And then lastly, State Representative Bob Ed Culver. Big Ed Culver would appreciate your vote at the next election. Here we go.
46.2 seconds remaining here in the ball game. Tahlequah, again, plenty of time, plenty of time to go here in this matchup. At one point, Glenpool had a 20-point lead. It is now down to 3. Tahlequah has just kept working. Gilbert with a look. Chest tie. That's off the rim. No good. Adams trying to run down the rebound. Can't get it.
Dang it. That was
33.5 seconds remaining. What a great look, though, for Gilbert. Needed that.
Ashley just... Did you know?
No. Oh, we just about had an absolute train wreck up here. So, 25.
Is everybody okay, first off?
Yeah, we're good. And there's the whistle. Let's send them to the line.
I thought you kicked the table.
No, I didn't touch it. What the heck happened? Hey, we're going to step by. We're going to step away from the announcement just for a second while we fix the table here. So, as we nearly lost our whole stand up here.
I don't know. I guess we'll hold it like this.
Well, here, I'll get one.
Yeah, I guess.
So at the line, shooting 2. Misses the first. 20.9 seconds remaining.
I thought you got excited.
No, I didn't touch anything. No, I was like, I tried to grab it. The table just fell on us, so we caught it.
Miss it.
Makes it, so now it's a 4-point lead. 30-second timeout for Glenpool with 20.9 seconds to go.
Ashley, what's the game plan here? What do we do?
Well, I mean, we're down 4, so it's a 2-possession game. You know, theoretically, it's a 1-possession game if you shoot it in a 3 and a foul. But the reality of that is, so you've got to get down here and score fast, you know, and then you got to get right into a press, deny and foul.
Right.
Deny and foul, force a turnover. So that's you know, you don't have time right here to run a play as far as like any long developing play. You've got to attack the basket as soon as you can and try to get to the line or score quickly because it's 20.9 seconds remaining here in this game.
Well, I know that I want the Lady Tigers. I'm sure they've got a good plan right here, and it's get a good wide open shot for either Lauren or Carson.
Got to go. Got to understand the situation. Over to Moe, to McCarter. Inside to Gilbert. Gilbert to McCarter, to Stevens. No foul call. Absolute no foul call. 1 second, that's going to be the game. Tahlequah will fall tonight, 50-46. To a tough Glenpool team. We'll be back. You're watching Green Country Sports Network. Welcome back to Green Country Sports Network live broadcast of the Tahlequah Tigers versus the Glenpool Warriors. And if you watched, or if you're just now tuning in, you missed a heck of a ball game between the Lady Tigers and the Glenpool Lady Warriors. Coming down to the final seconds of the game, Lady Tigers fall by 4. And it's hard to believe because at one point, the Lady Tigers at half were down 20 points. And they got within 3 and some controversial whistles and no whistles at the end of the game there, but ultimately ended up being a 4-point victory for Glenpool. Now, we were talking off there about the Lady Tigers, and we'll wrap this up and we'll get on to the Tigers, but that is an important game for the Lady Tigers, as when you start talking about district points, you can only get 15 points. That's the maximum amount of points that you can get. So therefore, all these other teams are getting beat by Glenpool by more than 15. That's in the district. So Tahlequah, having only lost to Glenpool by 4 and 5 the first time and second time, so now those points really matter, because if Tahlequah can get on a run here at the end, if they can split with the teams that they've lost against, like if they could go beat Pryor, if they can somehow beat Durant, if they can sweep Claremore, East Central, sweep McAllister, right? You have positioned yourself now potentially second or third in the district, and that would help you during regionals. So these are all things that you have to think about while you don't just give up in games. And I love to see the fight that we just saw from these Lady Tigers. You know, a long week, 3 games, right? You know,
tough game last night. You know, physical game last night.
And come out here and battle like they did, and so that was impressive. So that's all for the Lady Tigers now. On to the Tahlequah Tigers. And Tahlequah, last time they met Glenpool, they got away with the win here. And so we'll see if they can do it again tonight. Tahlequah played one of the best teams in the state of all classes.
They were good.
East Central.
Yeah, East Central was no joke. Ricky Bruner, the third, went off for like 30 points or something like that, 32.
Had a heck of a game, so did Rogers. So Tahlequah, with a learning experience, looking to bounce back here tonight. See if they can do so against a scrappy Glenpool team. And if they're going to do so, the First State Bank Player of the Week was Jet Morrison. And you're probably asking, why did we give it on a Thursday? Well, here's why. It allows us to give us 2 games, tonight and Tuesday, for the next one, as the Lady Tigers and Tigers go off to the Catoosa tournament. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We're not going to be able to call those games.
No, likely not, because we work, and so but we will be at all plans are right now. We will be at McAllister Tuesday night, and we'll be able to give another one away. And so we're going to use tonight's game and Tuesday night's game to pick another First State Bank Player of the Week. So we should be giving another trophy away on Tuesday night. So as of right now, we can't do the Catoosa tournament unless we need a little more help in general. So that's been the biggest problem, is getting people that we can get up there and set up and stuff like that. Because you have the day jobs on a Thursday and a tournament starts on a Thursday. It's hard to do.
Well, we appreciate everything you guys do. I have the easy job. I just get to show up and insert celebrity status, right? Use my face for radio, as my mom always said. So we appreciate everything you do, and you guys would not be able to do this without the support of our sponsors. And so always want to thank the sponsors. And as remember, part of that sponsorship goes directly to Tahlequah Athletics. So you're not just keeping Kelly in his Bentley.
Nope.
You are helping Tahlequah Athletics.
My Bentley.
And now the starting lineups for both teams.
And we're ready to announce the starting lineups for your Tahlequah Tigers.
Jet Morrison.
Sophomore, number 0, Jet Morrison. A junior, number 1, Weezy Johnson. A freshman, number 3, Jevin Dick. Junior, number 10, Caston Wilson. And last but not least, a freshman, number 22, Duke Dobbins. Starting lineup for Glenpool, you have Number 1, Jamison Baker. Number 2, Jonas Boyd, not Jonas Brothers. Number 3, Devin Brazil. What if he's kin to Trevor Brazil, the famous roper? And number 11, Chandler Roney. And 25, Bryce Rowland, 6'4" senior. That's starting lineups for the Glenpool Warriors.
Said East Central got second in the Tournament of Champions to Millwood.
Millwood is a phenomenal basketball team.
Millwood may be the best in the state for sure.
Okay, so we are ready for the tip-off. I'm being a little quiet here because I'm trying to write down the rosters.
He's coloring.
So it helps calm me.
Yeah.
Sometimes on break, I don't yell at the refs while on air. I try not to. I just talk bad about them.
That's right.
But when sometimes I have to turn the volume down and let my dad come out.
Yeah. Tip-off brought to you tonight, Ashley, by Quick Cash Finance.
And there's a tip. Unlike that tip, Quick Cash Finance, it'll go your way.
That's right.
Glenpool will start with the ball. Nice take. Can't finish at the rim. And stolen by Jevin Dick. Jevin Dick goes coast to coast. Can't get it to finish. Knocked out of bounds. Goes back to Glenpool. Cross half court are the Warriors trying to get inside. Top of the keys, number 2, Jonas Boyd. And Jet Morrison read that like a book, and he's fouled. That's a B.J. Baker trial attorney foul. Jet Morrison will go to line, shooting 2. And that foul's on number 11, Chandler Roney, his first personal foul. Team's first. 7:10 to go here in the first quarter. In and out, highway robbery.
That's right. That's right. I'm telling you, there's like plastic over this.
Yeah, and this end of the rim down here is tough. And can't get that one to fall either. And that's uncharacteristic of Jet Morrison, usually a high percentage free throw shooter. Trapped in the corner, able to escape. Devin Brazil at the top of the key. Three ball, got it. Devin Brazil, 4-3, and Glenpool strikes first. Dobbins at the top. Devin Dick over to Dobbins. Head fake, drives to his right. Step back. Hands it off to Jet.
You know, I know Duke is only a freshman, but I'd like to see him get a little bit more aggressive. He can shoot it, you know that.
Long shot, can't get it to fall. And rebound by Cassie Wilson. Can't get it to fall. And again, here we go in transitions. Number 3, Brazil. Swing and a miss by Jet Morrison. And punched out by Jevin Dick. Goes out of bounds. Will stay with Glenpool. I want to say hello to the Lighthisers, Nailers, and Kaufman, who's all watching. Appreciate your support of the Green Country Sports Network.
Yeah.
One of our breaks, I could give you some stats from the girls' game. It was pretty impressive due to the request. Sorry, we've been having a lot of internet issues, so all of a sudden just got flooded with messages.
Internet issues, table issues.
Yeah. So over here on the right wing, trying to get it to the corner. Dobbins doing a good job forcing it back the other way. Little swing pass, inside jumper, stuffed by Weezy Johnson. And Weezy's going to get a warning right here.
Weezy's bringing that Tahlequah lumber wood right there.
That's right. If you are in the market for some quality 2x4 lumber, there's no better place than Tahlequah Lumber, your local lumber dealer. Nice transition there, Kelly.
That's right. I'm trying to be as cool as you one day. One day.
Tahlequah trying to be pretty aggressive here defensively. There's a long 3-ball off the front of the rim, no good. Volleyball spike out of bounds. Will go to Tahlequah. .5:05 to go here in the first quarter. It's still 3-0 Glenpool. Bounce pass over to Morrison. Morrison, Dobbins. Dobbins has got a look. No shot. Offensive foul on Jevin Dick. Jevin Dick with his first personal foul. First team foul for Tahlequah. And it comes with 4:55 here in the first. Jonas Boyd going to bring the ball down for the Warriors. Knocked out of bounds by Wheezy Johnson. Wheezy so far with a block and several defensive plays and rebounds, so no points yet there, but again making his presence felt. Drives baseline against Wheezy. How about an offensive foul? No, they're going to call blocking. It was an arm check, no call. And now there's a team.
Who got technical?
That would be Wheezy, so he's going to get two quick fouls there. So that's that will get 2 fouls for Wheezy. Makes the first one on the technical foul. First of 2. Makes both of them. Makes it a 5-point game. 5-0. 5-0 Glenpool. Here at the start of the first quarter. 4:43 to go. Off the technical foul, Glenpool maintains possession. And now there's the offensive foul call on to Jonas Boyd. His first personal, second team foul for Glenpool.
Ashley just throwing stuff now.
Yeah, that was my water bottle. I did not throw
I'm just kidding. I know.
Jet Morrison being shoved, and there's a foul by number 30, Payson Wycliffe, his first.
B.J. Baker, trial attorney, he's gonna get busy tonight if we keep having these fouls.
Third team foul for Glenpool. Now the foul count is equal at 3. Kind of felt like maybe there was, Jet. Thought he had him in just an errant pass.
I kind of think he almost threw that too because he was afraid he was going to travel.
So timeout, Tahlequah, 30-second timeout. State Farm, Laura Lund, appreciate her sponsorship of the Green Country Sports Network.
Ashley, are you okay tonight?
Hey, let me tell you what, I got riled up. So like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And of course, Tommy Nix, Auto Sales. They will not be undersold.
They won't be. I don't know. I haven't been to Tommy Nix in a while, but we did buy a car there once, and I know the Coach Wing has bought his most recent one there. One of his fleet.
Yeah, he's got a whole crew, right? Lots of changes coming this tax season with the passage of the big, beautiful bill by the current administration will drastically change the tax code, and so with that in mind, you want to have a tax professional you can count on, Jackson Hewitt Tax Service. They want to be that professional. Checking into the ball game for the Tigers is number 11, Connor Tyndall. Connor Tyndall working his way into more and more minutes as his ankle heals and the transfer. Very strong presence down low. And Jet Morris is going to be whistled for his first personal foul, and that is the 4th team foul for Tahlequah with 3:57 to go here in the first. Inbounds. Blocked there by Tyndall. Rebound, Glenpool. Tahlequah still yet to score. Floater. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound, Caston Wilson. Holding on to this table.
I don't know what happened. It's just like crazy. If anybody wants to know, the table is crooked. We're in the bleachers at an angle, and we're sitting up under the table like it's at our midline, or at our...
Jet Morrison trying to force it inside to Tyndall to no luck. And there's Tyndall. Great job there. And there's a foul going to be called to number 25, Bryce Rowland.
Man, this game is getting physical.
Yeah, and I think the refs right now maybe they're trying to get back control a little bit. You know, maybe they're trying to reestablish control. As you can see, the whistle started kind of, you know, they're getting chippy down there. Things are getting rough and physical, and I think they're just trying to insert control again. Next foul by either team will be in bonus. Jet with a spin. Nice pass to Tyndall. Oh, Tyndall couldn't get it to fall. Rebound Dobbins. There it is. Dobbins with 2. Finally got the lid off the basket.
That lid finally opened. There's another steal.
Another steal by Dobbins. Or excuse me, by Jet Morrison. Takes it to the basket and wide.
The steal was set up by number 3. He's the one that stole it. Is that Jevin Dick?
Number 3 is Jevin Dick. So on that B.J. Baker trial attorney foul, Jet Morrison will be to the line with a chance to tie this thing up.
There it is.
And it is. We are all tied at 5. 2:53 to go here in the first quarter. 5-5. Glenpool with 5 team fouls. Tahlequah with 4. Sawyer Henderson checks in the game, and we've got a turnover by Glenpool. Number 2 just got away with a shove right there.
Yeah, he did.
You saw that as the player was walking away, shoved him in the back.
Is that Jonas?
Yeah, Jonas Boyd. Off the screen, Jevin Dick over to Sawyer Henderson. Pull-up jumper for Jet. Couldn't find the rim. Rebound in Glenpool, and a good effort there by Jevin Dick. Knocks it out.
He stripped the ball, but he was standing out of bounds, I think, when it happened.
Yeah, so it stays Glenpool basketball. Defeating the press. Relatively easy. 2:15 to go here in the first. Fast first quarter. In the high post to Rowland. Kicks it back out to Wycliffe. A good job there by Jet, but they're going to whistle him for a foul. So Jet Morrison picks up his second personal. And that will put Glenpool in bonus. So Bryce Rowland will go to the line shooting 2. Rowland makes the first of 2. Makes both of them. 4 points now for Bryce Rowland. I believe all 4 points came from the free throw line. 2 from the technical and 2 just there. 7-5. Glenpool now with a 2-point lead. Nice way to use the screen right there by Caston. Jevin Dick being pressured. Minute 37 to go here in the first. Over to Caston Wilson. Sawyer Henderson to Jevin Dick. Minute 20 to go here in the first. Nice give and go to Connor Tyndall. Tyndall losing control of the ball, and then he's fouled by number 23. That's Joe Perales, who checked in the game for Glenpool. So
Number 23, Joe Perales, his first.
should be shooting. Tahlequah is in the bonus.
There we go.
So a chance to tie it up on that B.J. Baker trial attorney foul. Just leaves it short. This is the first of two. Tahlequah has now missed 3 free throws tonight.
One will check in for the Warriors. 11 will also check in for the Warriors.
Number 11 checks in the ball game. That's Chandler Roney. Checks back in the ball game for Glenpool, as is number 1, Jamison Baker. And Tyndall goes 1 for 2. That trip of the line. 7-6, Glenpool by 1 with a minute 5 to go here in the first quarter. Good communication on the screen and the switch.
Yeah.
And they're going to get Castor Wilson.
That's going to be number 10, Castor Wilson.
I believe that's his first personal foul. But they'll go to the line shooting 2 on a B.J. Baker trial attorney foul. Number 23, Joe Perales at the line shooting 2. In and out, misses the first one. Checking in the ball game for Tahlequah, number 25, Michael Cervantes. He'll check in for number 24, Sawyer Henderson. Makes the second one. Back to a 2-point lead for Glenpool, 8-6. 50 seconds remaining here in the first. Inside to Tyndall. Tyndall couldn't control it. Just a little bit high for him. Turnover. Glenpool basketball. Trying to drive inside, kicks it back out. Good job by Tyndall to steal that.
That's his second steal, I think, tonight, Ashley.
Dobbins being guarded over here closely. Hand off over to Jevin Dick. Inside to Dobbins. Dobbins over to Castor Wilson at the elbow. Off the front of the rim at the end of the first quarter. Glenpool 8, Tahlequah 6. We'll be back. You're watching Green Country Sports Network.
If you suffer with foot pain, you should consider getting your feet adjusted by a hand and foot chiropractor. Hi, my name is Dr. Kelly Calloway, and I'm a hand and foot chiropractor in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. There are 26 bones in each foot, all of which can be adjusted. When one or more of the foot bones lose their healthy alignment, it can lead to a foot problem. We help conditions such as plantar fasciitis, heel spurs, and toe pain. A gentle chiropractic foot adjustment will restore healthy alignment and function to the joint and tissues in the feet. This will correct the underlying cause of most foot conditions. Our patients love having their feet adjusted, and you will be amazed by how good you will feel after you have your feet adjusted. Call our office today to receive your complimentary consultation for your painful foot condition.
Welcome back to Green Country Sports Network. Some stats from the girls' game, just so at request. Lane Stop at 2 points, Lakin with 14, Carson with 20, Stevens with 6, McCarter with 4. Rebounds, you had 1 for Stop, 3 for Adams, 2 for Gilbert, 2 for Wilson, 7 for Lauren, 5 for McCarter, 4 assists from Carter, 4 assists for Wilson, 3 for Adams, 2 for Gilbert. Steals, Adams 2, Wilson 1, Stevens 1, McCarter 2, and no blocks. Final score in that game was 50-46 Glenpool. Back in action here, second quarter, Tahlequah with the ball. That's Duke Dobbins at the start of 2, down 2. Trying to get inside, nothing doing. Over to Jevin Dick. Trying to work off some screens, get some looks here. Tax kicks out. Jevin Dick having to run the ball back down, just a little outside his reach. I mean, they've got the 5 count call, and they're way, like earlier was way past. And now we've got a foul on the floor. No shot. Fouls on number 2, Jonas Boyd. That's his second personal foul. First team foul for Glenpool here in the second quarter. Inbounding is Jevin Dick. Needs to get it in, gets over to Tyndall. Tyndall to Cervantes for a jumper. Off the front of the rim, no good. And we're going to be whistled for a foul. See if they give that to 25, Micah Cervantes. That's his first personal foul. First team foul for Tahlequah. Number 30 checks in the ball game. That's Payson Wycliffe who checks back in the ball game for Glenpool. First quarter stats for Tahlequah. Jet had 3 points. Connor Tyndall with 1. Duke Dobbins with 2. Off the back of the rim, no good. Dobbins with the rebound. Pushing tempo, going to slow down just a hair. Tries the right side, being pressured by Bryce Rowland. Tyndall on the left side. Jevin Dick with the 3-ball attempt. High arcing shot off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound, Glenpool, number 1, Jamison Baker. Jet Morrison and Wheezy Johnson going to check back in on the next whistle. 6:40 to go here in the second. Still nobody has scored here in the second quarter. Bryce Rowland for 2. And Duke Dobbins going to pick up his first personal. B.J. Baker, trial attorney, would like to file appeal with B.J. Baker if he's willing to accept our case.
That's right.
So he'll be at the line now shooting the and one for the old-fashioned 3-point play. And there it is. Does hit the 3-point play. Extends the lead now to 5 for Glenpool, 11-6. And that ball was a rocket, just too high for Aiden Johnson, out of bounds, goes back to Glenpool. Tahlequah stepping up into a press. And throws it away. Good job to force a turnover by Duke Dobbins. So, yeah. Duke Dobbins being guarded by Payson Wycliffe. Gives it over to Jet Morrison. Over to Jevin Dick. Back to Duke. Good take there by Jevin Dick. Can't get the bucket. On to B.J. Baker. Try to return a foul. Jevin Dick will go to the line, shooting 2. And I didn't see who got that foul, but someone's second foul.
I don't even see it blinking over there yet.
Probably, I'm going to say Chandler.
You give it 30, I think. Maybe.
So, second team foul for Glenpool. Jevin missed both of them. Good strong rebound by Connor Tyndall. Goes back up and blocked. Rebound Glenpool. Looking for a foul. And a bad pass there by Devin Brazil off the shoulder of Bryce Rowland, out of bounds. So Tahlequah gets the benefit of an unforced turnover. Wheezy Johnson playing with 2 fouls. 5:47 to go here in the second. It's 11-6. Glenpool by 5. Tahlequah having difficulty scoring on this end. Jevin Dick with plenty of time for 3. Off the back of the rim, no good. Wheezy with the rebound, trying to get the putback. Can't draw a foul. And then himself is going, so he's going to be out of bounds. So the rebound there by Wheezy said he was out of bounds. Sawyer Henderson going to check back in the ball game for Aiden Johnson. I think really just because of a frustration factor. You know, he's just getting frustrated. I think coach is just trying to calm him down here. 5:30 to go here in the second, 11-6. Tahlequah staying in the press. Tyndall on Rowland. 5:15 to go here in the first half. Trying to go backdoor, bad pass. Able to get it back inbounds. Trapped over there in the corner. Able to escape. Tax baseline, swing and a miss. Rebound by Glenpool. And there's the basket by number 30. 13-6. Turnover, Tahlequah. Timeout, Tahlequah. Full timeout. We'll take it with them.
If you're struggling with your weight and you're not happy with what you see in the mirror, maybe you've tried tons of different gyms and it's very intimidating, or you've tried all the different diets and nothing seems to work, it's time to take control of your life and be the person that you know you can be and your family deserves. We're Elevated Aesthetics, and we're not just a normal gym. You see, the people who come here get results. On average, each client that joins loses over 32 pounds, and we've helped our clients lose over 5,000 pounds in total. When you come, you're going to get the one-on-one help you need and deserve to help guide you through this confusing journey called health and fitness. Also, our gym is private, just for our clients. So you're going to be welcomed into this family who are all striving after the same goal, and you won't come into this gym feeling awkward or deal with a crowded gym. So if you're looking to achieve the results that you've never thought were possible and you want a place to belong, here at Elevated Aesthetics, we're here for you. If you're interested, text family to 918-265-4477. 918-265-4477, and we'll get together and show you all the different options that we have to help you achieve your goals.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. Glenpool with the ball, 13-6, 4:40 to go here in the second quarter. Number 11, Chandler Roney, being pressured by Duke Dobbins. Tahlequah probably wants to get to the second half because this goal down here, no one can shoot on it. Even in the girls' game,
it's horrible.
It was just hard going. Take, and that's what?
Looked like ball.
It looked like Jevin Dick got the block. Let's see. Nope, they're calling Jevin Dick with the foul. And that's a tough call right there. I thought maybe Sawyer Henderson was going to pick up a body foul, but they called Jevin. So that's his second. So Bryce Rowland to the line, shooting two. Makes the first of two. Now with 8 points is Bryce Rowland. 14 points to 6 points. 8-point lead for Glenpool. Makes both of them. I believe Bryce Rowland is perfect from the free throw line. And Tahlequah has left some points out here in this first half, with the free throws. Duke Dobbins at the top of the key, 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Way to create space. Jumper, got it! Count it, and one for Duke Dobbins.
Look a little like his daddy there.
Payson Wycliffe's third personal foul. Dobbins will be at the line. Shooting one.
Get there.
Off the front of the rim, no good. And whistle blown by the officials.
What happened?
Stoppage of play.
Oh, they were trying to take it out, I think. Something.
They're saying it should have been a technical. They're in the middle of a substitution, and they started anyways. It doesn't. We're not going to get that call. 3:50 to go here in the second quarter. 15-8. Tipped out of bounds. Stays with Glenpool. Long three ball off the back of the rim. Good strong rebound there by Jet Morrison. Jet over to Duke Dobbins. Sawyer with a screen. Good spin there by Duke. Tyndall going to take it inside. Gets it back out to three ball. Off the rim, no good. Rebound Glenpool. It's inside, kicks out. To his left, spin. Can't get it to fall. Rebound, Dobbins.
This is getting chippy. He's riding
and
in
there's
there.
A foul by number 4. Trevor Gillette picks up his first personal foul. 4. Substitution, number 23 going to check in the game, Joe Perales.
Well, 25 kind of limping off there.
Yeah, he got shaken up here on this last play. Inbounds to Morrison. Floater. Can't get it to fall. Gets it, fighting for a rebound. Baseline jumper, no good. Rebound, Sawyer Henderson. For the flare for the Dramatics, Sawyer Henderson finally gets it into the basket.
I think that thing went all around that rim.
I'm telling you, 15-10. They might have a magnet on that.
This rim, I'm telling you.
30-second timeout.
Keep it here.
Man.
They're definitely going to need a chair from Baker's Furniture after this game, the way this thing's going. Sherry and Bill John have all the furniture that you need. They have a good delivery service and great prices. Go see Baker's Furniture. White Tahoe. And so with 2:15 remaining, Tahlequah is down 10-15. Low scoring first half so far for really both teams. Tahlequah, especially 10 points in the first half so far, is possibly their lowest they've had in a while for almost 2 quarters, but I have a feeling this second half for sure they're going to take off.
Yeah, absolutely. If Tahlequah could just kind of keep this within striking distance, I would fully expect us to be able to turn the tides here in the second half. And they're going to whistle Jet for a foul. That's Jet's 3rd personal foul. The 4th team foul with 2 minutes to go here in the first half.
This wrecking crew tonight has definitely struggled a little bit with their the calls tonight, actually. And ball's back in to Glenpool.
There we go.
Ashley's over here signing autographs, so I had to kind of take over for a minute.
Minute 50 to go here in the first half. Top of the key, number 23, Joe Perales inside. And what a dramatic spin for Chandler Roney.
He took all parts of that rim, didn't he?
Dobbins pushing tempo. Kicks it out to Jevin Dick. Over to Caston Wilson.
Bump.
Minute 25 remaining here in the first half. Dobbins, tacks. Nice give to Sawyer Henderson. Gets him up. Can't get it to fall too hard.
No foul.
Rebound. Glenpool. Glenpool trying to push in transition. He's out to the top of the key. And that's Jonas Boyd, who's been relatively quiet. Minute to go here in the first half. Going to try to hold for the last shot. 45 seconds. Now they're going to try to attack. Kicks it back over to Jonas Boyd. Just kind of moving the ball around. Kicks out. Inside, jumper at the elbow. Nothing but net for number 3, Devin Brazil. It's now a 9-point lead for Dobbins to his right, 8 seconds, 7 seconds at the elbow. trying to force one, can't get it to fall. Rebound Glenpool, 2 seconds, 1 second at the buzzer is no good. That's the end of the first half. Glenpool 19, Tahlequah 10. We'll be back watching Green Country Sports Network.
Hello, I'm David at Green Country Funeral Home, the only locally owned funeral home in Tahlequah, owned by my wife Renita and myself. We're also proud to be the only funeral home in the area with an on-site crematory to meet the needs of our community, your families. Our family at Green Country Funeral Home works to assist and guide you through the many details of your family's final needs and wishes. Green Country Funeral Home, where we don't work for a corporation.
Hey, I'm Ava Jordan, and you're watching Green Country Sports Network.
Big thanks to these local sponsors. First
You're watching Green Country Sports Network. Go Tigers!
Need care? Curious about our team? Or just trying to pay a bill? It all starts at alwaysnhs.org. Find the care you need right where you are, with service locations, contact info, and directions all in one place. Need to upload imaging? Estimate a bill? Ask a question? Or pay online? We've made it easy. Looking for a career that matters? See what makes NHS a great place to work. Apply right from your phone. Find your provider and stay connected with the latest NHS news and community updates right at your fingertips. At Northeastern Health System, we don't do sometimes, we do always. AlwaysNHS.org.
welcome back to the Green Country Funeral Home halftime show. You're watching the Green Country Sports Network.
Our broadcast of the WWE.
I'm telling you, it is very interesting what's happening tonight. Both sides yelling at officials.
Yeah, it's been a rough night. We'll just say that.
So halftime stats right now, Devin Brazil for Glenpool has 5 points. Chandler Roney with 2. Joe Perales with 1. Leading scorer for all teams is Bryce Rowland with 9. Payson Wycliffe with 2. Tahlequah, Jet Morrison, only 3 points tonight. Connor Tyndall with 1. Duke Dobbins leading the scores for Tahlequah with only 4. Sawyer Henderson with 2. And just a tough end to shoot the basket, seems like tonight, so we'll see if it gets better on the other end.
I'm telling you, it's the other basket.
I mean, in the girls' game, it was the exact same way. Tahlequah could not get a bucket to go in on that side of the court, and then when they switched, it was completely different. So here we go. We're about 2.5 minutes ready to go in this game.
We needed to bring some padding. These things are hurting.
This is
the old school, like, if you're from Tahlequah, think old gym.
Old gym, exactly.
Your tail feathers are not feeling great right now.
Now, the other side, they got the nice seats, you know, but I guess they couldn't spring to do that on both sides. So
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
they're going to make them pay.
So Tahlequah down 9 and just need to get something going here, and you know, a frustration factor. Let's look at fouls, right? Jet has 3. Weezy has 2. One of those was a technical. Jevin Dick with 2. Casson Wilson with 1. Duke and Micah Cervantes both with 1. You know, so on the other side, Jonas Boyd with 2. You got Payson Wycliffe, number 30, with 3. Bryce Rowland, number 25. He only has 1. I think the crowd would like to see him with like 4. Chandler Rowley's got 2. Trevor Gillette has 1. So lots of fouls called, and it's one of those things. I think the complaint about officials that you hear the most, you know, in both ways. You hear people complain about officials, and then they say, hey, that's why the officials are leaving the sport, right? I think a lot of people, now you're going to have the crazy ones, right, that you're going to make mad no matter what you do, right? But I think if you just are consistent, right, if you're consistent and you establish a pattern of how you're going to call a game, most people get behind that and go, okay, hey, yeah, they didn't call that, but they're not calling it on the other end either, you know, so those are things you look at. Or if you're calling a tight game, hand check, and they call it both, you know, that's that whole, what do I say, there should be a game where it's call it both ways. You know, we've heard that countless times here tonight, and I hear that every week. Now, the FAR official over there, he's having a good time with the students over there, with the student section, engaging with them. So the student section here, they're allowed to get on the court just behind outside the blue there, behind the rope.
Which you gotta.
Hey, I like a strong. I like a strong student section. Yeah. You're never gonna hear me. I'm for it. I would always hope Tahlequah student section gets bigger and bigger. Yeah. Every home game would love to see that away games. I absolutely love it. I think it adds to the sport. Right?
Student sections that we face is, remember, Collinsville.
Oh, Collinsville,
because it's right at the end goal, and it's just like this little auditorium little thing set back in there, and they get crazy.
Absolutely. All right, so start of the second half, 19-10, Glenpool with the ball. Guy on the left side here.
And
takes it inside, blocked by Weezy Johnson. And Jet Morrison runs down the rebound. Devin Dick over here on the wing. And got it.
I'm telling you, it's something about this goal over here.
Aiden Johnson with his first 2. Weezy Johnson. 7-point lead now for Glenpool. 19-12, 7:07 to go here in the game. Inside the high post, back out, over to the right wing. Resetting the offense for Chandler Roney. Inside back to the high post, playing the inside out. Jonas Boyd for three. Off the rim, no good. Tipped. Runs us down his own rebound. Back at the top of the key for Devin Brazell. Over to Jonas Boyd. They're wanting to do something in there at the high post. Now they go down to the low post. Back out. Inside the high post. Turn around. Head fake. And they're going to whistle for a foul. And that looked clean from here. We'll see. They get Jevin Dick. That's his third personal foul. B.J. Baker trial attorney foul. We'll send Bryce Rowland, who's been perfect from the line tonight, to the line, shooting two. Makes the first of two. Second attempt, got it. Perfect from the line tonight, now with 11 points. 21-12. 9-point advantage for Glenpool. Morrison trying to get something going over to Aiden Johnson. Nice cross up, jumper, off the rim, no good. Up, down on the ground, trying to get a held ball. Somehow Tahlequah comes up with it. Nope, they're going to say held ball, goes to Tahlequah.
Jet on the floor like normal.
I'm telling you. The hustle factor for Jet really is unmatched.
Somebody get it in.
Over to Caston Wilson. Caston Wilson, the brother of Haley Wilson, better known as Mo. Jet inside the Dobbins. Dobbins turnaround jumper. There it is. Duke Dobbins for two. Dobbins now with 6 points. 21-14, 5:25 here in the third. And Wayne back to the top of the key. He's trying to find a space in this zone to try to get it to the high post. That's why they move this ball around. There it is, in and out. Bryce Rowland. Free ball. Got it for Jonas Boyd. His first points of the game. And those are three. 24-14. The lead's now 10 for Glenpool with 4:42 to go here in the third. Dobbins on the right wing. Jet Morrison for three. See if he can answer off the rim. No good. Good hustle by Dobbins. And what a save right there. Jet Morrison runs it back down. And plays like that are what are going to help you win ball games when you hustle. And the ball's knocked out of Dobbins' hands. And 2 points for Devin Brazell now with 7. 12-point lead now for Glenpool. Jet, nice spin move at the elbow. Nice move and nice finish. Takes the lead back to 10, 26-16 with 3:50 to go. Tahlequah goes into a press. And nearly stolen by Jet Morrison. Got his hands on a block, and they're going to whistle 22 for a foul. That's Duke Dobbins. That's second personal foul. That's 2 team fouls for Tahlequah. Connor Tyndall going to check in the game for Caston Wilson. Jonas Boyd with the ball. Taking his time, being very patient. 3:25 here in the third. Goes baseline. Blocking foul. Called against the Tigers. Is that on Jet?
I think so, that's his fourth.
That is. That's Jet Morrison's fourth personal foul. And man, that's tough because Jet, with 5 points, Yeah, he's the one that's doing some things. So Castle Wilson going to check back in the ball game for Tahlequah. 3 team fouls for Tahlequah, 0 team fouls for Glenpool. 3:25 here in the third. Long inbound pass. Poked out of his hands, but Glenpool will come up with it.
Kendall's got some quick hands. Almost did it again.
And good, strong defensive move there by Tyndall. Rebound, Dobbins.
Look at Tyndall. Oh, we didn't see him.
We didn't see him. Jevin Dick thought about the three. There he sees Tyndall. Kendall off the backboard, too hard. Dick trying to get the rebound. Strong pass. That's intercepted there by Glenpool. You always talk about the touch. I always talk about the touch that players may have. There was a no-called walk right there. But you go to the rim strong, but you have to be able to have a soft touch. That's very difficult to do. Turnaround jumper for Rowland, and he got it. I don't know what Rowland's career high is, but tonight he's got 13. 28-16 Glenpool. Weezy Johnson being guarded by Rowland. Top of the key, Weezy. Minute 55 to go here in the third. Weezy, and he's fouled by Rowland. That's Rowland's second personal foul. The first team foul for Glenpool, and it comes with a minute 49 to go in the third. Low scoring game here for both teams, 28-16. Slapped away. Glenpool in transition. Swing and a miss for Aiden Johnson. That'll be his third personal foul, and B.J. Baker trial attorney foul. So number 3, Devin Brazil, will go to the line shooting 2. Makes the first of 2. Misses the second one. Tipped out of bounds. Tahlequah basketball. Chandler Roney going to check in for Brazil. Brazil with 8 points. Roney with 2.
11 will check for Warriors.
Glenpool goes into a press. And down to Dobbins. Two-hand there. They're going to finally call the check on 30. And that's Wycliffe's fourth personal foul. Second team foul for Glenpool. Wycliffe will head to the bench. Number 23, Joe Perales, will check in the game, the sophomore. 6'1". Dobbins. Jumper at the baseline, no good. Rebound Boyd in transition and misses the layup. Rebound and putback is Bryce Rowland. Timeout, Tahlequah, full timeout. We'll take it with them. You're watching Green Country Sports Network.
That is literally the funniest thing ever.
And then I said,
It wasn't, but this guy could use a win. Even if it's not as big of a win as I get with free Kasasa Cash checking. Kasasa Cash pays me a really high rate and refunds ATM withdrawal fees nationwide. So I feel like a queen. Has a mega bank ever made you feel that way? Or is it more like this guy? Take back banking with Kasasa Cash.
Get Kasasa Cash at First State Bank.
Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. like to thank both the parents of T. Augustin and Lily Garcia for their assistance to Green Country Sports Network tonight, providing some chargers that kept our hotspots going. So appreciate their help and support. So Tahlequah basketball, minute 9, 31-16, trying to get some offense going. Dobbins into Weezy Johnson. Minute 5 to go. Need something to go their way so they can get on a run here. Dobbins to his right. Over Wilson at the top of the key. Aston been quiet tonight. Weezy. In and out. Nice. Gets it out to Connor Tyndall for 3. Tyndall got it. Connor Tyndall now with 4 points. 30 seconds remaining here in the third. 31-19. Glenpool. And good job to beat the press. Jameson Baker with his first points of the ball game. 33-19, 14 seconds to go. Dobbins out to Wilson. Wilson attacks baseline. Tyndall on the other side for 3. Too short, off the rim. And that's kicked. No call. At the buzzer. No good. That's the end of 3. Glenpool 33, Tahlequah 19. We'll be back. You're watching Green Country Sports Network. Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. Start of the fourth quarter, 33-19. Tahlequah trying to climb back into this thing before it gets out of hand. Will be Glenpool basketball to start the fourth. Off the left wing.
It's good defense there by Weezy.
Nice cut. Jumper out to Rowan.
Jet Morrison checks back in, Ashley.
Yeah, that's playing with 4 fouls, so it's all or nothing, trying to manufacture and get something to happen. There's continuous motion here for Glenpool. Trying to work some clock out. And good job there by Duke to try to force some pressure.
No foul, no foul.
Jonas Boyd comes and helps his teammate out who was trapped.
Who might have got away with the foul there.
Jumper off the back of the rim, no good. And good job by Jet Morrison to get that rebound. 7:05 to go here in the game. Tahlequah trying to mount a comeback. And there's a foul. That foul's on number 11. Chandler Roney, that's his second foul. First team foul for Glenpool comes with the 7:01 mark. Dobbins for 3. Nice look, nice hit for Duke Dobbins. 9 points now for Duke. 11-point lead for Glenpool, 33-22. Weezy Johnson interception, finds Dobbins. Dobbins is fouled. And that's on number 11, Chandler Roney, so he picks up his third personal
within
a matter of seconds.
5 seconds, yeah.
B.J. Baker, trial attorney foul, sends Dobbins to the line, shooting 2. In and out.
Free throws have been not shot well tonight.
That's a tough. That's about the 5th free throw missed tonight for the Tahlequah Tigers. Got that one. Duke with now 10. 10-point lead for Glenpool, 33-23. Tahlequah trying to cut into this lead. And
plenty of time in this game.
Long pass, nearly intercepted by Tyndall, tipped and then stolen by Weezy. Dobbins dribbles out of pressure, gets it to Jet. And Jet's foul.
I'm just loving the way Tyndall's playing, Ashley.
Yeah, I do. I think he's a great addition. He gives a lot of help.
He, like you were saying, he's getting a little aggressive when he gets under the ball, like when they're throwing it to him. But he's making plays. He's poking balls away. Absolutely. He's getting rebounds, making a few shots.
Inbound to Dobbins. Dobbins with the jumper. Dobbins heating up at the right time. Let's hope he can keep that rolling. Now it's an 8-point lead. 6:15 to go here in the game. Tahlequah on a 6-0 run.
Don't reach in.
And there's a foul on Jevin Dick. That's Jevin's 4th.
You can't do that right in front of the ref right there.
First team foul. With Jet Morrison with 4 fouls, Weezy with 3, Jevin with 4. So 3 guys in foul trouble. And Weezy now coming alive late, making his presence felt on the defensive as he's got 2 steals and then a tip out of bounds right there. Jonas Boyd with the ball. Going to look to try to stall some clock, but Tahlequah going to have to pressure a little bit because they're in no hurry. They want to run as much clock off as they can with an 8-point lead.
Should be counting.
Should be counting.
6 feet.
Yeah.
That's a travel. Don't foul. Oh, I knew it.
Weezy gets his 4th personal foul.
I knew it was going to happen.
Second team foul. Back to Jonas Boyd. And there's a timeout. Glenpool, full timeout. So we'll take it with them. You're watching Green Country Sports Network. Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. Tahlequah trying to claw back into this thing late in the 4th, down 8. Hey, Kelly, watch number 2 when he dribbles. And
he picks it up.
He picks it up and turns it over.
They're not calling it.
And so I did notice that Coach Qualls was trying to get them to pay attention to that. So maybe they will. Being guarded by Duke Dobbins. It's number 3, Brazil. Got the count going. Got staying with him. Oh, he got a little space right there at the 4 count. He has counted to 4. Oh, that's a soft call, and that will be 5 for Jevin Dick. So Jevin will hit the bench for the rest of the game. It's the 3rd team foul.
Man, I don't like that. Who goes in for him here?
And it's the old, hey, take as much time as possible to sub. You ever notice that when somebody fouls out?
Yes.
Every coach do that. They take as long as possible.
Is it like the unwritten rule or what?
I don't know.
So how many does Caston have?
Caston has 1 foul.
Oh, okay.
So foul trouble is Jet and Weezy, both with 4. 5:25 to go. Nearly stolen by Tyndall. He was that close. Good anticipation. There's not even count. There's no count even going. Inside, bounce pass. Reverse layup for Jamison Baker.
That was a good shot.
Back to 10 with 5 minutes to go. Dobbins kicks out to Jet. Jet attacks. And he draws the foul. The Jet will go to the line on the B.J. Baker trial attorney foul, shooting 2. Joe Perales is his second personal foul.
When these clock is stopped, we've got to hit free throws.
Yeah, we've got five or 6 points out there that we could have had on these free throws. There we go. Jet now with 6 points.
He had 17 last night, I believe, wasn't it actually?
Yeah. Made them both. 35-27, 4:50 to go here in the game. Tahlequah running into this press.
There he is again.
Long pass.
Don't foul. Just
Jamison Baker now, another 2. Back to a 10-point lead. And they're going to whistle number 23, Perales, for his third personal foul. And that will put Dobbins to the line, shooting 2 on the B.J. Baker trial attorney foul.
It's bad.
At the line, shooting 2, Duke Dobbins.
Get it.
Got it. Checking into the game for Tahlequah, number 25, Micah Cervantes. He's going to check in for Caston Wilson. Caston Wilson with a taped up thumb. Good release there for Duke. Now with 14 points. Tip nearly stolen. Wild. And Jet Morrison almost made a heck of a play right there. It was out of bounds, Tahlequah. Glenpool basketball, 4:17 remaining in the game, 37-29.
Tahlequah just needs to stop. Don't foul him there.
Bumped out of bounds, Tahlequah basketball.
Tyndall got the hand in there and that kind of went off. I'm telling you, he has a quick hand getting there, reaching in.
Little offense-defense substitution here for Tahlequah as Wilson checks back in. Now drive, Duke, because if they foul you, go right back to the line. There you go. Over to Jet. Jet baseline, finds his way underneath. Has it knocked out of his hands, out of bounds. Tahlequah basketball. 4:05 to go here in the game. 37-29 is the score. Inbounds the Jet. Over to Caston. Dobbins for 3. In and out. What a hustle play there by Dobbins, by Morrison. And Morrison puts it back up for 2. Morrison with 9. 37-31, 3:50 to go here in the game.
He carries so. Don't foul him. Do not.
Nearly loses the ball. Wild. Rowland going to attack. Bounce pass. Finds. Block there by Weezy Johnson for his third block of the game. What a block. 37-31, 3:24 to go. Dobbins should attack right here. Nice spin, nice take, nice finish. There's 16 points now. Timeout. Glenpool. 30-second timeout. What a run there by Tahlequah to help close the gap. It's 37-33, 4-point advantage for Glenpool with 3:15 to go in the fourth.
Yeah, that's going good here. Actually, want to thank Big Ed Culver one more time for being a great sponsor of Green Country Sports Network, and of course, Two Sisters Financial. For all your financial planning needs, call Renita or Brenda Dick at Two Sisters Financial.
Man, what a, just the kind of we're taking possession and hustle play, lots of intensity. Jet Morrison with a big rebound and put back right there. Dobbins attacking the lane, isolating, and now that they've got 5,000 in their bonus, they need to do that. They need to attack. They need to try to get back, keep closing this gap at the line.
Right.
So Jet and Wheezy, those are the two to watch. You got to understand both of them have 4 fouls, and we can ill afford to lose either one of those with a stupid foul. But we've got to play aggressive and stay hooked in here. So 3:10 to go, down 4.
Don't foul him, Jet.
Gonna try to run some clock here. Chandler Roney, bring it back out, being guarded by Wheezy. Drive. Tip, nearly stole. Well, we got an offensive foul. Kendall drew the charge.
I'm telling you, that's
on 11. Chandler Roney, that's his 4th personal foul. And what a great job there by Connor Kendall. We always get hyped for charges. They're just a tough call.
Well, we got so used to it with Miguel.
Wasn't it Miguel, right? Yeah, Miguel
had 3 a game at minimum.
2:45 to go here in the game. Over Connor Tyndall.
Come on, someone's
got to help him. Over to Jet. The baseline. Step
out of bounds, yeah. Just had a quick enough bump there that forced him.
Offense, defense subs. Cervantes in for Wilson, so expect to see that back and forth. So any chance they get, be ready to see that. 2:33 to go. 4-point advantage for Glenpool. $2.25. Over the corner, attacks inside, kicks it back out. 2:15 to go. Glenpool's taking the strategy with every possession. They are trying to eat as much clock as they possibly can. And knows the whistle. And that's Wheezy's 5th foul right there. So Wheezy will go to the bench. Timeout, Tahlequah.
We'll just keep it here, Ashley. I don't really...
Was that his 4th? That should be his 5th.
Oh, it's his 5th? Okay. Oh,
that's tough. But you're playing with 5 fouls. 2:08 remaining here in the ball game.
Now, when we were at home, we beat them double digits?
Close to 10, I think. Yeah,
this place is always a place hard to play.
It's tough to play here, yeah. 6 points for Jamison Baker, 3 points for Jonas Boyd, 8 for Devin Brazil, 2 for Chandler Roney, 1 for Joe Perales, 15 points for Bryce Rowan, 2 points for Payson Wycliffe. Tahlequah currently, Jet Morrison with 9 points, Wheezy with 2, Connor Tyndall with 4, Duke Dobbins with 16, Sawyer Henderson with 2. Tahlequah, 1 more foul, and Glenpool will be in the bonus. Roland has been perfect from the line tonight, so probably want to foul someone other than him if they get into that kind of situation there.
I want to take a quick reminder to let everyone know we will, as far as we know, be in McAllister Tuesday night for that game against the McAllister Buffalo. Long night there. Long drive, travel.
Inbounds to Boyd. Going to take his time, gets to the 2-minute mark. Cervantes Gardner needs to close the gap to start getting that count. There you go. Staying close to pressure as Brazil trying to handle it.
Don't want Jet fouling.
And there's a whistle on Michael Cervantes. So Boyd will go to the line, shooting 2. Makes the first of 2. Cassie Wilson checked back in the game for Cervantes. Minute 42 remaining here in the game. And makes both of them. Jonas Boyd with 5 points there for the game. Morrison attacks. Turn around, kicks it out to Dobbins. Dobbins attacks baseline. Over to Weezy. I guess Weezy didn't have 5 fouls, excuse me. So
he did, they didn't catch it. He's still playing.
Weezy attacks. Got it. Weezy. 4-2. 39-35, a minute 17 to go.
He picks the ball up so much. They won't call it.
Out of bounds, unforced error as Rowland couldn't hang on to it. Inbounds, Dobbins, minute 7 to go. Dobbins could attack here. Offensive foul called on Chet Morrison.
That's stupid. I'm sorry.
I agree.
They did the same thing that made it on Laura, remember?
Absolutely.
To kind of, I don't know, seal the game in a way.
Yeah, I mean, late in the game, another offensive foul called by the exact same official. It's terrible. So
man, they need to learn how to call a carry on number 2.
So a minute to go here in the game. Tahlequah going to pressure. Staying close.
Where's the count?
Rolling. Down baseline. And good block there by Tyndall, and then gets the rebound. 44 seconds. Need to attack. Push. Nice spin. Floater. Let's go, Duke Dobbins. Dobbins to the line with a chance to pull within 1. What a take there by the freshman. And what a time to get it to go in.
We got to watch this table, right?
I moved back. It's all you, big dog. Get it. 3-point play for Duke Dobbins. It's 39-38. Clock running. 35 seconds remaining in the game. Tipped. Stolen by Pastor Wilson. Bounce pass to Cervantes. He misses it. Rebound. Another foul. Cervantes is fouled with 28.6 seconds remaining in this game. Cervantes with an opportunity to put the Tigers up, but it starts with this very first free throw.
He don't play a whole lot and he don't shoot a whole lot. So let's see how this goes. Good job. Come on, Clint.
B.J. Baker, trial attorney. And this is what when you're in the backyard, this is what you do, right? Down by points, you pretend that this is your shot to get to the lead. Until the pressure's on it.
Come on, nope.
Need a rebound right here. Be ready to rebound. Hey, shake it off. Just shoot your free throw.
Is he a junior? Fresh sophomore?
Yeah, he's a junior. Okay.
Come on now.
A lot of pressure on this young man.
Oh gosh, I couldn't imagine.
So
there it is.
There it is. We're all tied. Michael Cervantes. 39-39. 25 seconds remain. Staying with the pressure. I got to stand up. Jonas Boyd, 18 seconds. Stay pressure. Stay on him. Goes to his right. Spin move. Loses control. Timeout. Glenpool. See what he has left. He's got a full.
We're going to keep it here? We'll keep it here.
Let's keep it here. And man, talking about right now, if you're just now tuning in, what a comeback here. Both Tiger teams with strong comebacks tonight. Tahlequah overcoming a very large deficit and now have tied it with 12.2 seconds remaining in this game.
I got to stand up too because these bleachers are... Yeah, his heart was probably...
Oh, man. After that first one, I was nervous, but man, he able to calm his nerves and then hits a great free throw to put us in to a tie. Now, here's the thing. Any foul sends them to the line.
Yep. Got to be strong.
So...
don't let them get it in.
Yeah, deny. Got to have that type of ball pressure right here on this timeout. 12.2 seconds. remaining in the game. It's come down to this. Glenpool with an opportunity to win the game on this possession.
I had to sit back down and hear it for the scoring. I think I just pulled a muscle.
You should go to Countryside Wellness and see a doctor there.
Yeah, can you adjust me for please?
So they will take it on the baseline.
And
no, the ball was over here.
Yeah, it was over here.
The ball was over here, not under the goal. The ball should be out here. The ball should have been out here.
He called the timeout over here. We had this happen last time, or one of those. Remember that?
Yeah. So quickly inbound, Boyd brings it out, being pressured by Castle Wilson. Floater off the backboard, no good. Dobbins with the rebound. It's on the ground. Should be Tahlequah basketball. It is with 3.6 seconds remaining. Timeout, Tahlequah.
We have one left.
It's whatever he has left, and it's a full.
Okay. I think we're
going to take it back. We'll be right back. You're watching Green Country Sports Network. Welcome back to the Green Country Sports Network. Let me set this up for you. It's 39-39. 3.6 seconds remaining in the game. Tahlequah with the ball.
What kind of play do you run here, Ashley?
You know, you got 3.6 seconds. Yeah, I think you get it in and you attack the basket.
You got to get it in. I think you got to get it in Duke's.
Yeah, well, I mean, but I think you then immediately, you don't put off a wild shot. You attack the basket and try to draw a foul. 3.6 seconds is, you can get up I could get up the floor in 3.6 seconds. Now, it takes me about 2 days to run 40 yards, but we can get up the floor in 2.6 seconds. So I think you get a good break right here, and whoever gets it knows you drive to the basket to try to draw that foul because you go to the line. Here we go.
Do we have any more timeouts?
Now go. That was not it. Oh! That was it!
Frank got it on there, did you? Holy crap.
Let's go, Tahlequah.
Wow.
Hey, you're watching the Green Country Sports Network. What a ball game.